Hi, it's Ileana, and today I'll be discussing Lemuria and what I know was in Lemuria. So, Lemuria was in Hawaii, on the islands of Hawaii, and there are several islands. So, thousands of years ago, there were healing temples on Hawaii where healers could connect with the crystalline wands, with the crystalline healing tables to heal people and animals. And the Lemurians lived longer because of those healing temples. Many of the healers had ability to heal water, to work with the elements. So they were water healers, they were animal healers, they worked with crystalline frequencies to heal other humanoid beings that lived in the Lemurian colonies. Lemurian colonies were also in the Bahamas and near the Bermuda Triangle. There were these beautiful crystalline portal arches in Hawaii and near the Bahamas and near the Bermuda Triangle. So these crystalline arches were made out of this opalescent crystal. It looks like opal, like opalite. It was shimmering opalescent. These crystal arches, and some of the crystal healers, they can attune with these crystal arches and activate the portal frequencies and the portal sequences to go through these portals to other galaxies, solar systems, planets, or from point A to point B on Earth, on our planet. They could travel through the portal systems by being attuned to the frequency of the portals. They were portal keepers, portal guardians, if you will, and this was their full-time job. Some of the healers were so attuned to the ley lines of the Earth and to these portal arches, crystalline portal arches. They can attune the crystal frequency of the arches themselves. So that's why they were the portal guardians, portal keepers. And it was their job to man the portals and to calibrate the crystalline frequencies of the portals to keep the portals working and stable. So a lot of these healers were part of the healing councils. There were healing councils in the healing Hawaiian temples, the Lemurian temples. There were councils of 10 people in the healing temples, and they would vote as a group to decide which of the crystal healers would be the portal guardians and tuning the frequencies of the crystalline portal frequency itself to keep the portal steady. Who would do those jobs? The healing temple council members would vote as the group of 10 to choose the healers. And then the healer would be notified that they might have a new job assignment, and they would be switched out from the Hawaiian colonies to the Bahamas colonies, or where the Bermuda Triangle is, to take care of the portal systems, the crystalline archway portals. And when Atlantis and Lemuria sank under the ocean, these crystalline arch portal systems, they were taken under the water and into inner Earth to preserve the portal systems. And so one of these huge crystalline arches is still creating a vortex in the Bermuda Triangle. It is still calibrated as a portal, although it doesn't function correctly, because it makes ships, people, boats disappear. So it's creating an active vortex that is not stable. But you don't see the portal arch of the crystalline portal archway because it's deep. It's very deep under the water now. So, and this was done to protect these arches so that they shouldn't be misused for the wrong purposes. It was just very interesting to see how these crystal healers would attune the portal frequencies of these crystalline arches and how they would work with the portal systems to make them stable for back and forth travel on the planet and off planet. I've seen this in people's past life memories of these Lemurian lifetimes, working with crystals, working with the crystalline arch portal gateways in several places of the planet, especially on the Lemurian colonies and sometimes in Atlantis. So I love the fact that advanced crystalline technology was being calibrated and attuned with the crystal healers and the crystal portal guardians thousands of years ago. This technology still exists. We can see that for what is happening in the Bermuda Triangle, because it's an active triangular portal system that still creates a vortex. It might not be stable, but it still transports things to different places. Since many ships, both airships, planes, boats, people have disappeared to different timelines, backwards in history, forwards in history, to other dimensions. They've been portaled out to other dimensions through this portal vortex because of that crystalline arch gateway that's there under the water. It's still there and still works. It's just unpredictable because it doesn't keep the frequency of the crystalline matrix stable for successful portal travel. It's not well coordinated right now. It can portal you anywhere, past, future, present, somewhere in time, or totally make you disappear into another dimension or possibly even universe. And you might come back and you might not come back from that trip. Depends on where you went. And if there's an active portal system on the other side where you end up. So it's really interesting technology from the time of Lemuria and Atlantis. This is crystalline portal technology that had been built, and it's almost organic because it's crystalline portal arches that you calibrate and activate with your abilities to make it work, with your healing abilities. You tune in into the crystalline essences of the portal system. You activate it, you dial up coordinates where you want to go, and then you walk through the portal. And you walk on the other side where there's another crystalline portal arch. So these were very much connected to the ley lines of the Earth thousands of years ago. And they were stable portal technologies, crystalline portal technologies that functioned to transport people and things to other places, on planet and off planet. The Lemurians, who had the elemental abilities, could literally work with moving away air pressure storms like windstorms. They could create an electrical current with their hands and direct it toward the air pressure windstorm and move the storm away from their homes, away from the islands. They could also stop tidal waves. They could move water around. They could increase tidal waves or lessen them. They could connect with the water and work with it, to move it around, to part the water, to change the dynamics and the flow of the water. So they had abilities to connect with the elements of nature, with water, air, fire, and earth, and to harness those elements to create tidal waves, to stop tidal waves, to stop earthquakes, to move storms, create storms, stop storms, air pressure systems. They had a lot of incredible abilities. Thank you so much, and namaste.